Hello, I'm Terry Hamilton, and I just wanted to show you what my video this video is going to show you what are the positive qualities of an older motor home like this Class C. This is a travel craft, and it's on a Ford, what they call Ford Econoline. Now, I've been doing this for a while. I've made some videos, and what I wanted to do on this is show you what kind of vehicle you might want to get. Okay, so let's go take a look at this travel. Let's take a look at this travel craft. It's a nice one. It's about 26 footer, I think. I'm restoring it right now. I'm going to go ahead and restore it. We'll get a front end look at this the Ford chassis. Now these Class C's, of course, are built on a van chassis, a Dodge or Ford. This is what they call the Econoline with a 460. This is 1983, and it has a giant 460 in there. I think it's about 285 horsepower. They call it 460 because it is a 460 CID. That's cubic inch displacement, and we can kind of take a look at it. And the reason I always like this one, I bought this one in 1990. I think it was 97 or 98, and I paid $3,500 for it. It's about what you pay for them today when they're running good. This one I'm not totally redoing, but got the engine in good shape, got a good transmission. A couple of the high points. This is your propane right here, which I'm not going to. I'm washing it down really good. Let's see if we can get it there. The old propane there. I'm gonna divert the the propane line that normally went to the ice box, which this is, which was a propane ammonia type of deal, and it exhausted through here. And I'm going to pull that pipe off, and we're going to run that all the way back here and use this type of bottling. That way I'll have both these switch out fast bottles here mounted on the back, mounted probably right here somewhere, and that'll give me options where I don't have to drive to a propane shop. Here's another kind of in the shadow and everything. I've got a false roof on it right now just to protect it from some of the moisture, hail, things like that, and anything else that might fall on the roof. Right now I'm in the form of recaulking everything, because this is made with the this is aluminum right here. This is all your aluminum, which is pretty good stuff, with a wood and plywood with core framed styrofoam core walls, which will in these edges here, any of these edges along the edge there, you can pick up some water that'll get in there in heavy rains over the time, and it will damage that core wall. Good little things here. Take a little trip. I got to replace a few things. Everything works on it. Bulbs work. I've taken out that. There's my new gas tank. My old one was a little too dirty to fix up. Here's the core side of it. Everything is in good shape. It's a Ford, so it's good. Roof is pretty good. Replacing the air conditioner. The bathroom's pretty solid. I need one spot on the roof I'm going to have to correct. Tore out some of the back because I didn't like the way it was formulated. Plus it had a little damage right along that top seam right there. And the rug, the stove, the air conditioner actually worked. I want a new one. All the lighting and the Ford itself works good. So Class C's are pretty dependable, even the old ones. Some of them have taken quite a bit of water damage you're going to have to fix in this one. But the reason these Fords are pretty good is that the way they were built back here in the 80s, when they first started building these, was that they took plywood like this here and bonded it to this plywood right here was bonded to this really dense 2 inches worth of styrofoam, and then it was bonded together, and on the other side was metal. Now, true, this type of material, I'm sorry about that, I don't have all set up for this. This type of material can take some water damage, but it was pretty tight when first built, and all you have to do is keep caulking your seams and watching them real close and knowing which ones to caulk and which ones to watch and when to look for water damage. This was the foundation. I cut this piece out because I wanted to remove my fuel cylinder, or the pump. These have gas pumps in the gas tank. And that's what makes, and Ford and most, Chevrolet and Dodge the same way. You either have to drop your fuel tank from the bottom, or you go in from the top. If you're going from the top, you got to cut a hole, and that's what I cut in. But that gives you an idea of how that stuff was made. It's pretty sturdy. Now, these videos are going to be telling you why you should buy this type of model, the older models, as opposed to the mid-level, the 90s to about 2011. 2011, they started using fiberglass almost totally throughout the whole structure with no plywood on metal studs and things, and those are pretty good too. If you can get one of those are great. Or if you can get a B-class, a Chinook, which is the all fiberglass, comes from Canada, that's a real good, or any all fiberglass with very little wood in it, then you're doing good, because the seams are easier to caulk up and everything. But if you can't, you can get one of these old beauties. Sit around your back porch, and all the money you save, because these things only cost you about $3,500. You can sit on your back porch and watch the days go by. Like I do, just sit here. There's a old fuel tank over there, and yeah, just sit back and have a lot of fun. This is just a preliminary. I'm trying to figure out what works best. We'll go ahead and end it now, and I'll start up on videos 1, 2, and 3 later.